Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Amanda from CCIQ, and I'll be facilitating today's webinar. Joining me is Andrew Taylor, Services Support Officer here at CCIQ. Now, today's topic is on how to get pre-qualified for upcoming government ICT contracts. We all know that winning government contracts can bring great rewards to your ICT business, but not all tenders are going to be successful, no matter how good they are. So today, Andrew is going to discuss how to be aware of the opportunities available and how to sell your business to government through Business Ready QSure. Now, before we start, if you do have a question for Andrew, you can ask that at any time during the webinar. Just use the chat box that appears on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, and we'll get to them at the end if any come through. So I now hand over to Andrew to take you through today's presentation.
Hey, thanks, Amanda. I'm very happy to be here again to talk about Business Ready QSure and how to help everyone understand this procurement process. Now, today we're going to cover what Business Ready QSure is all about, tips to get through the application process, how to register for Business Ready QSure, take you through a step-by-step process guide or the application process, and why each step is important and the information required. The information that is key to winning government contracts, and the support and resources from the team at Business Ready QSure. So now, what is Business Ready QSure? The team at Business Ready QSure are here to help you get your business ready to do work for Queensland Government. BRQ is run by CCIQ, the Queensland Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and you will receive all the support by a trusted business support organisation. We are the largest ICT supplier network in Queensland, with a mix of government users, applicants, and private industry users, and it is the best way to get noticed. A membership with Business Ready QSure gives you access to CCIQ and sets you up to take advantage of every opportunity. Accreditation. We perform the due diligence on your business that is required by the QITC framework. This accreditation will help you in your application process, putting you at the top of the pile with a government trusted process. Government procurement officers will be able to ask for your Business Ready QSure number and then log in and check your accreditation is up to date, making their job easier in selecting the winning tender. Informing you of procurement processes in our How To event series. All paid members will receive any invitation for these events and their key staff to attend. Listing your business capabilities for exposure to the entire market. Your public profile is a key resource to being found by ICT customers, and having your business capabilities up to date and displayed will help potential customers find you when searching. Easy contact creation, saving you time and reducing red tape. With built-in auto-populated general and comprehensive contracts, you can easily start these, saving you time and duplication. Support and resources. Business Ready QSure has resources such as pre-filled templates to save you time, a weekly national tender notification for members only, and an advice line that now makes it easier to discover the world of QITC and Business Ready QSure. Now, how to register through the platform. You head to qassure.com.au. Registration is necessary for the first time you want to seek pre-qualification. If your company is already registered or has been in the past, then there is already an account set up. And due to the security reasons, we cannot have two account holders for the same account. You'll need to contact me after this webinar to update your account holder details. At the top of the screen, you will see a button to register. The information we require in this step is simple. It's just your details, an email address to communicate with, and the ability to set a secure password. After registering, you will receive a verification email to the registered email address that will verify your company email and confirm you as the account holder for that company. Until this time, your email will not work as a login. The application process. The application process is needed as this will capture the required information we need to perform accreditation and get you pre-qualified to work with Queensland Government. Contracting for government means that you need to meet some minimum requirements, and these are checked and confirmed during this process. The application process is an 8-step process that should take no more than 10 to 15 minutes to complete. To note, if you are renewing when we recommend, which is before your expiry date, you'll have a pre-filled application to check before submitting up-to-date financial information and insurance information, which will save you even more time. Unfortunately, if you let your accreditation lapse, a renewal application is not an option. To stop this from happening, we send you reminder emails close to your renewal date. Step 1, organisation details. This step captures your entity details, which includes your entity name and type of company, your trading name, if you are different, an ABN or ACN, or if you're an overseas entity, an ARBN. Your registration details, such as your start date, your company directors, and your addresses. Your website. Staff details, helping to determine if you need workers' compensation, and other qualifying data, such as size of business, annual revenue, and if you're an Indigenous or non-Indigenous business. This information helps determine that your entity is currently registered with ATSIC, if you will receive any additional weightings in the procurement process, for example, if you're a regional business, an SME, or an Indigenous business, and will also help create your public profile. This information is checked against ATSIC reports, your company website, and other resources to confirm accuracy. Step 2, the contact details. This section is important as it will tell government users or public searchers who to contact if they want to engage with you. The contact details. This is the main contact of the company for all contracting decisions. This is usually the director or head of finance. Sales contact details. This is the person you wish all external leads to contact and will be listed as a sales contact on your supplier page. It is important to note that both of these people will receive the weekly tender notification, but we will touch on later as you have the ability to add additional staff to receive this. The address details. Your street address is important due to the fact that your location can sometimes add additional weighting if the tender is seeking regional suppliers. This address will be this section will be the address that can be searched by location on the Find Supplier section of the platform. If you have a Queensland address, please list one. And your postal address. This is listed if different from your street address for all communication that can be sent. This will automatically be populated in your QITC contract and is important to include at this stage. Step 3, your organizational capabilities. Your supplier listing includes your company logo, an executive summary of your business, and a list of business capabilities to help explain what you do as a supplier. In this section, you add in the details that will create or update your profile, while also letting any procurement officers know what the information they need to know when they look at your application. Your application is the key to your success, so ensuring that all your details are up to date and correct, as these will be used for your public profile. This public profile can be found by local councils, private and public organisations, and helps highlight your business as a trusted supplier in Queensland. Business Ready QSure helps push the platform into new areas and also helps notify government users of new and renewing accredited members. Capabilities listed in sections 3 and 4 are in line with the framework and can highlight your business opportunities that government is seeking. In the Find a Supplier section of the platform, users can search for companies based on their capabilities. So for this reason, it's important to select the right ones for what you do. This will help any procurement officer confirm your capabilities even after you apply for a public tender. Step 5, insurance details. To work with the government, you do need to be insured and meet the minimum requirements. You need to have public and product liability insurance to a minimum of 5 million Australian dollars. And if you have staff working in Australia, have workers' compensation insurance. This is also an opportunity to include other insurances that relate to projects you may undertake, such as having cyber insurance, professional indemnity, or umbrella coverage for whole of organisation. Checking these insurances, it is a requirement that a certificate of currency is presented, as this is the proof of coverage that can be provided. It is helpful to note that some applicants have been returned for information because the insurance certificate was a tax invoice or a policy schedule. Your insurer can provide a certificate of currency upon coverage or by request. Another helpful hint is that workers' compensation has no sum insured amount. It's unlimited. And when submitting your application, we recommend entering 0, as this field is mandatory in any contract. Section 6 is financial details. This section is another mandatory section due to the needing to meet minimum requirements to work with government. Business Ready QSure performs a government finance check that looks at 2 years of financial data, checking the net assets of the business to be greater than the liabilities, the current ratio to be equal to 1 or above, and the net profit margin, profit before tax. As not all companies are created equal, we have alternative options for those who cannot provide or pass this finance check. The finance check options are to supply 2 years of profit and loss and balance sheets for our accountant to check. If you pass, this will be reported on your supplier listing. Or you can provide a signed performance guarantee. This guarantee is a non-binding, as no customer is listed, guarantee that sits in your finance section as proof that you are willing to enter into one if requested by any government department. Templates can be found at the bottom of this section, where you'll just need to fill in the highlighted details and upload this to your financial information section. The last option is you can also provide a signed accountant's letter stating that you have passed the 3 checks above. It must be a CPA accountant external to your company, and to get more information on this option, please feel free to contact me after the webinar. Section 7, Approved Party Agents. This section is for applicants who use contractors or partner organisations to fulfil all contracts. As Business Ready QSure is a pre-qualification stage, this step is not mandatory. However, if you know of a supplier that you will use for any contract, having their details in your application will help, as this information will be auto-populated into your QITC contract. If you are not sure or have different contractors or partners for different contracts, it's best to leave this section blank. In Section 8, you'll be asked to confirm that all details are correct and up to date. You'll also have the option to select which contracting decision best suits your company. This will show these options to your supplier listing, but will also give you access to auto-populate these contracts at a later date. As a reminder, the 4 contracting decisions for QITC are a supplier terms and conditions, for projects under $100,000 and with a very low risk. General contracts for projects under $1 million with low risks. Comprehensive contracts for projects of higher value and a medium to high risk, or bespoke contracts for high value and very risky projects. Upon submitting your application, membership options will be presented for you to choose to complete this process. We will touch more on the options to get you accredited, supported, and listed later. So, my top tips for when completing your application. Ensure your information is correct. Everything changes, your business details, staff, and websites. So make sure your information is always up to date. You can log into your current application and edit this at any stage to update your public profile. Who is the best person to complete the application? Make sure the person completing the application is aware of the government process and outcomes desired. Check what capabilities of your business are. As we have discussed, making sure your capabilities are correct, as this is the easiest way for government or private searchers to find you based on what you're capable of supplying. Update your insurance certificates when they are renewed. It's easy to log in and update your company insurances as they renew, as this will keep your application up to date and help if you need to auto-populate any contracts. Make sure your website is up to date and contains accurate information. Your website is a valuable resource, and I know that government users will be checking this to make sure that you exist, but also have the capabilities listed. Make sure your website is active, live, and up to date. And when you require help, use the Business Ready QSure help desk. Call us anytime. Your public profile. Submitting the correct information could increase your chances of winning contracts. Your public listing is made up of information from your application and can be updated to reflect changes, while also highlighting important information that could affect your weightings, such as if you're an SME, if your regional location status is listed, if you're an Indigenous business, the right person to contact, and your right business capabilities. This important resource is an easy win to get your business noticed. Renewing your accreditation. Your application will be valid for a 12-month period. The reason for this is that businesses can change, and we are required to have the latest supplier listing active on qsure.com.au. If you have not submitted an application in the last 12 months, this means that you are most likely not accredited or listed. You can check through the Find a Supplier page, and if you're not found, you're not listed. Each year, your renewal date stays the same, and we will email you to invite you to apply again each year, where you can easily log in and complete an auto-populated renewal application. You will be required to fill new insurance and new financial information, as this information is key to accreditation, but you're also asked to check all the other information is correct. Renewing is easy, but it is important. By having every supplier checked each year, the government knows that listed Business Ready QSure members are up to date with the latest information and are ready to do business with. So after you have applied, what is next? We've previously mentioned the National Weekly Tender Notification and that it is a great benefit to our members. As you can see on screen here is an example. It's a national tender listing covering all states and territories, as many businesses are looking in other markets and we can help. It's specific ICT tenders, so you no longer have to browse through the building and construction tenders, but you only see the tenders that you want. The latest releases are listed at the top, so you get to see what has just come to our attention, and you can action this at the start of your week, while current open tenders are listed below, just in case you missed it. This notification comes out the same time every week. You know when to expect it and can set up processes in your business for tendering for lucrative government contracts. It saves you time and saves paying someone to go through the multiple tender websites looking for work for your business. This is what we do. It's now all in one place and is a critical tool for all business-ready QSure members. Are you interested in any of the tenders? All you need to do is click on the More Info button and you'll go straight to the advertised tender site. As you can see, having this delivered to you and your key staff each Monday is a valuable resource that helps get you ready to contract with government. If you need additional people receiving this, please email me or contact me after the webinar to add staff to the email list. After applying to be a business ready, you now need to apply for tenders. This tender notification is the best way we can communicate tenders to you, so now you can start applying for tenders. What else can you do? Build those relationships. Contact the procurement officer listed on the tender, attend events and seminars. Seek advice. We are here to help. Give us a call at any time. Seek support. Are you aware of recent changes to policy and procurement principles? HR support and social policies are now key to success. And renew your application each year. We are here to help. So this webinar is one way we can communicate with you, but you can always contact us to ask us questions, seek some help and advice. Our team are here to discuss on topics such as supplier arrangements, contracting, tendering, tips in the process, and the requirements, the minimum requirements for working with government. As I said, to be accredited, listed and access the support and resources that Business Ready QSure offers, you need to be a member, and we have 2 membership options to suit any business. A basic membership costs $360 each year, and this gives your business accreditation, a priority listing on qsure.com.au, business support and advice, the weekly tender notification, and government-led workshop invitations. For larger companies or companies seeking a little bit more support, we have our enterprise membership, which gives you everything above, as well as full HR support by CCIQ. Make your business compliant and get the policies that will help. A HR audit on your business. Have one of our advisors on site to discuss your business with you. And a priority listing over all other members. At the time of submitting your application, you'll be asked to choose these options, and if you need any help, we are here. We also offer a free service to non-accredited businesses that gets you listed in the community, but does not include any other benefits. Please call us if you are having issues determining the right option. What can you do now? Make sure that you are listed and accredited with Business Ready QSure, which will let government users know the due diligence has been performed on business and you are ready to do business with them. Choose the right accreditation membership for your business. Government policy states that businesses with social policies, HR support, and compliance in place are weighted higher when tendering. Get your key staff signed up to receive the national tender notification. Please email me at qsure@ccrq.com.au to add additional people to make sure the right staff are reading this. And use Business Ready QSure auto-populated contracts, which will save you time and make it easier for winning government tenders. Now, last slide, everyone. Ask yourself, how important is tendering to your business? Is having tenders sent to me useful? Do the government departments I want to work with log into Business Ready QAssure? Do you need some advice? If your business needs help or advice, CCIQ is your advocate for small business, so please contact us. Are your business capabilities up to date? Do you need to log in and check that your capabilities are correct? Do you want to attend our next how-to event? All paid members will be invited. Thank you for listening to me today. If you do have any questions, please reach out at any time, and I'm just going to hand you back to Amanda.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you for joining us today, everybody. We'll send out an email later today, which will have a link to the recording and the presentation slides, and also some more information about the Business Ready QAssure membership. We also have 2 other webinars coming up. So on the 10th of October is going to be a tendering tips and advice webinar, and this is basically to give you an overview of perhaps why you didn't win that last contract, some ideas on some common mistakes made throughout the tender process, and also give you an understanding of key requirements that the government are looking for in each tender application. And then we have another one on the 6th of November about forward procurement schedules. So just give you a head start on what's coming up that you may apply for. So thanks again for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.